Hi, what's the weather like today?
Oh, it's cool.
Why didn't you answer me yesterday? Called you a thousand times.
I'm so sorry. It was a very busy day yesterday. I was unable to call you back.
Really? What did you do yesterday morning?
Well, I got up at 5 o'clock.
So you got up at 5 o'clock?
Yes.
What did you do and then what did you do after getting up?
After getting up, I did my homework.
What time did you do your homework?
I did my homework from 5 to 7.
So you did your homework from 5 to 7?
Yes.
How did you do your homework?
On my laptop. I did my homework on my laptop.
So you did your homework on your laptop?
Yes.
What did you do after doing your homework?
After doing my homework, I had breakfast.
How long did it take you to have breakfast?
It took me about 30 minutes to have breakfast.
So it took you about 30 minutes to have breakfast?
Yes.
Where did you have breakfast?
At home. I had breakfast at home.
So you have breakfast at home?
Yes.
What did you do after having breakfast?
After having breakfast, I went to the market.
How far is it from your house to the market?
It's about 500 meters from my house to the market.
So it's about 500 meters from your house to the market.
Yes.
What did you do after going to the market?
After going to the market, I cooked lunch.
What time did you cook lunch?
I cooked lunch at 11 o'clock.
So you cooked lunch at 11 o'clock?
Yes.
Who did you cook lunch with?
Alone. I cooked lunch alone.
So you cooked lunch alone?
Yes.
What did you do after cooking lunch?
After cooking lunch, I had dinner. After cooking lunch, I had lunch.
What time did you have lunch?
I had lunch at 12 o'clock.
So you had lunch at 12 o'clock?
Yes.
Where did you have lunch with? I'm sorry, where did you have lunch?
At home. I had lunch at home.
So you had lunch at home?
Yes.
What did you do after having lunch?
After having lunch, I took a nap.
How long did it take you to take a nap?
It took me about an hour to take a nap.
So it took you about an hour to take a nap.
Yes.
What did you do after taking a nap?
After taking a nap, I went out.
How did you go out?
On bus. By bus. I went out by bus.
So you went out by bus?
Yes.
How long did it take you to go out?
It took me about 2 hours to go out.
So it took you about 2 hours to go out?
Yes.
What did you do after going out?
After going out, I came back home.
What time did you come back home?
I came back home at 5 o'clock.
So you came back home at 5 o'clock?
Yes.
Who did you come back home with?
Alone. I came back home alone.
So you came back home alone?
Yes.
What did you do after coming back home?
After coming back home, I took a bath. After coming back home, I took a bath.
What time did you take a bath?
I took a bath. I took a bath at 6 o'clock.
So you took a bath at 6 o'clock?
Yes.
What did you do after taking a bath?
After taking a bath, I had dinner.
How long did it take you to have dinner?
It took me about 20 minutes to have dinner. It took me about 20 minutes to have dinner.
So it took you about 20 minutes to have dinner?
Yes.
What did you who did you have dinner with?
With my sister. I had dinner with my sister.
So you had dinner with your sister?
Yes.
What did you do after having dinner?
After having dinner, I surfed the internet.
How long did it take you to surf the internet?
It took me about 3 hours to surf the internet.
So it took you about 3 hours to surf the internet.
Yes.
How did you surf the internet?
On my laptop, I surfed the internet on my laptop.
So you surfed the internet on your laptop?
Yes.
What did you do after surfing the internet?
After surfing the internet, I went to bed.
What time did you go to bed?
I went to bed at 12 o'clock.
So you went to bed at 12 o'clock?
Yes.
I see. So you really had a very busy day yesterday, didn't you?
Oh yes. How about you? What did you do what did you do yesterday morning?
I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
And then what did you do after getting up?
After getting up, I practiced my English.
What time did you practice your English?
I practiced my English at 5
So
o'clock.
you practiced your English at 5 o'clock?
Yes.
Who did you practice your English with?
Alone. I practiced my
So
English
you
alone.
practiced your English alone?
Yes.
What did you do after practicing your English?
After practicing my English, I had breakfast.
How long did it take you to have breakfast?
It took me about 30 minutes to have breakfast.
So it took you about 30 minutes to have breakfast.
Yes.
Where did you have breakfast?
At home, I have breakfast
So you
at home.
had breakfast at home? What did you do
Yes.
after having breakfast?
After having breakfast, I surfed the internet.
What time did you surf the internet?
I surfed the internet at 10 o'clock.
Pardon?
I surfed the internet at 10 o'clock.
So you surfed the internet at 10 o'clock?
Yes.
Who did you surf the internet with?
Alone. I surfed the internet alone.
So you surfed the internet alone? What
Yes.
did you do after surfing the internet?
After surfing the internet, I read books.
How long did it take you to read books?
It took me about an hour to read
So it
books.
took you about an hour to read books?
Yes.
Where did you read books?
In my room, I read books.
So you
in my
read
room.
books in your room? What
Yes.
did you do after reading books?
After reading book, I had lunch.
What time did you have lunch?
I had lunch at
So
11
you
o'clock.
had lunch at 11 o'clock?
Yes.
Who did you have lunch with?
With my family. I had lunch with my
So
family.
you had lunch with your family?
Yes.
What did you do after having lunch?
After having lunch, I had a nap.
So how long did it take you to have a nap?
It took me about an hour to have
So
a
it
nap.
took you about an hour to have a nap.
Yes.
What did you do after having a nap?
After having a nap, I went out.
How did you go out?
By bus. I went out by
So
bus.
you went out by bus? How long did it take you to go out?
It took me about 2 hours to
So
go
it
out.
took you about 2 hours to go out? What did you do after going out?
After going out, I had the nap. I'm sorry. After going out, I had the bus.
So what time did you have a bus?
I had the bus at
So
5
you had the
o'clock.
bus at 5 o'clock?
Yes.
What did you do after having a bus?
After having the bus, I had dinner.
So where did you have dinner?
At home, I had dinner at
So
home.
you had dinner at home? How long did it take you to have dinner?
It took me about an
So
hour
it
to have
took you
dinner.
about an hour to have dinner? What did you do
Yes.
after having dinner?
After having dinner, I watched films.
So, what time did you watch the films?
I watched films at
So
8
you
o'clock.
watched films at 8 o'clock?
Yes.
How did you watch the films? Sorry, how did you watch
On my
films?
laptop, I watched
So
films
you
on my
watched
laptop.
films on your laptop? What did you do
Yes.
after watching films?
After watching films, I checked my email.
What time did you check your email?
I checked my
So
email
you
at
checked
10
your email
o'clock.
at 10 o'clock? No.
Yes.
Who did you check your email with?
Alone, I
So
checked
you
my
checked your
email
email
alone.
alone?
Yes.
What did you do after checking your email?
After checking my email, I went to
What
bed.
time did you go to bed?
I went to bed at
So you go
11
to bed at
o'clock.
11 o'clock? Oh, it seems
Yes.
that you also had a very busy day yesterday too.
Yes.
Oh, it's late. I have to go now.
Never mind. I'll call
Okay,
you
see you
tonight.
later. Ta-ta.
See you later.